we start our today's class? Yes, students. So I hope you remember all the things which we have discussed yesterday. Yes, so what we have discussed yesterday, can anybody tell me? Yes, very good. Yes, we have discussed about the changes and we have classified changes into two categories. Very right. So we have discussed that changes are of two types, that is physical and chemical. Very right, students. Now can anybody tell me what we have discussed about the physical changes? Okay, some of you can give me the example of physical changes. Right. Yes, very good. So physical changes, I will show you along with your examples. So this is a paper, and if I clear this paper, so what is there any new product? Right? No new product. So it will come under physical or chemical? Yes, very right. So it will come under physical, means tearing of paper, because no new product is forming. Very good. I have also shown you some more examples. Can you tell me? Yes. So sharpening of the pencil is also a physical change. Yes. Because no new product. This is made up of wood. We have discussed. And again, when we sharpen it, so again we will get a wood. Not an iron pencil we get, right? So sharpening of a pencil is also a physical change. Yes. Can anybody give me some more examples which we have discussed? Yes, very right. I have shown you the breaking of the chalk, right? So breaking of the chalk is also a chemical or physical change? Physical change, because when we break our chalk, so it will break into new chalk pieces, not a rock will come out. Very good. So our today's topic is, yes, can you guess? We have discussed this topic yesterday. So now our today's topic, what it will be? Chemical changes. Very right, students. So our today's topic is chemical changes. And today we are going to discuss about it in detail. So let's discuss about chemical changes. Yes, can anybody tell me what are the chemical changes? Yes, when the chemical composition of a substance change, so it will we will call it as a chemical changes. When chemical composition changes, chemical composition changes, so it will known as chemical change. So when chemical composition changes, so do we get a new product? Yes. When chemical composition changes, so new products are there. So we can also say new products form. But what about physical change? In physical change, do we get the new products or not? No. We get the same type of the substance, no new formation of any product. Right. So now we have discussed yesterday about physical change may or may not be reversible. So yes, can anybody give me example which is the reversible physical change? Yes, I have shown you the experiment also. Which is the reversible physical change? Yes, very right. So melting of wax is a physical change in which we can melt the wax into and we will mold it again into a candle. Very right, students. So anybody can tell me what is the physical change which is irreversible? Yes, tearing of paper is irreversible. Very good. So now coming to this, whether chemical change is reversible or irreversible? Yes, think. Very right. So some of the answers I am getting is chemical changes are reversible and some of they are saying chemical changes are irreversible. So generally students, what we have to take, chemical changes are irreversible. How? I will show you through experiment also. So let's write chemical changes are reversible. Changes are irreversible. We can't reverse them back. We can't get the original substance, right? So I am going to show you some of the chemical changes through experiment which will help you in understanding how the chemical change is irreversible. Yes students, so all of you have seen this dhoop batti at your temples. So I am going to burn it with the help of matchstick, right? I am going to burn it and you will see whether it's a chemical, you will tell me whether it's a chemical change or a physical change, right students? Yes, so you will observe here smoke is coming out of the dhoop batti, right? And this is of black color, but when it will burn, so some new product is there. So I am going to put it aside. Till the time I am going to show you another example where I will burn this paper. This is a paper, right? If I burn this paper, so there is a new product or not, we will discover, right students? So this is a paper and I am going to burn it. So yes, yes students, so I have burned this and you can see the ashes. You can see the ashes is flying in the air, right? So yes, yes, so these are the ashes which is the new product. This is a paper and when I burn this paper, so the paper will come out in the form of ashes. So we can say this is a paper which when burnt, so new product is formed in the form of ashes. Right students? So new product is here ashes. Now this is a dhoop batti and now I am going to burn it. We have burnt it. Now the ashes are formed also. I am going to tilt it and you will see that there are some ashes. Right? So this is also a new product. We can't reverse it back. I can't reverse the ash into the form of newspaper. So I hope this is well understood to all of you how the chemical processes are irreversible. So these two processes are irreversible. I hope this is understood to everybody. So what we have discussed, burning of dhoop batti या फिर or other we can say stick, right? Incense sticks. And we have burned the paper also, burning of paper. Yes, so in both the conditions you have seen when I have burned incense sticks, I have get the ash. And this ash cannot be reversed back into the stick. If I talk about the burning of paper, so newspaper can't be reversed back to its original form. Ashes can't be reversed into the newspaper. So these are the main things that chemical changes are irreversible. I hope this is understood to everybody. Now you can tell me some more chemical process which you see around yourself. Yes, very good. So when we mix up the detergent into the water, so there is a formation of foam, right? This is formation. The formation of foam is also a chemical change. Very good students. Formation of foam. Foam through detergent. Now can you tell me, this is a irreversible or reversible? Yes. This is a irreversible because we can't get the detergent foam into detergent. So this is also a chemical change. So I hope this is original place or original substance. So chemical composition of all these substances which we get as the product changes, right students? The chemical composition of the paper ash is totally different from that the raw, or we can say the clean newspaper. If I say the incense sticks before burning, it is of different type, that is of black color, and if I say after burning, the ash color is also somewhat grayish, but that is also different, its chemical composition is different. Now if we talk about the formation of foam, so when we dissolve this detergent into the water, so detergent is in the smaller particles, they can't be get reversed back, so chemically changes undergone. Very right students. Now students, guess what it is? Yes, it is rusting. A change with which you are quite familiar is basically a rusting of iron is this. If you leave a piece of iron in the open for some time, you observe this brownish layer over that na? And iron substance will have the brownish layer here, right? So this brownish layer, or we can say that this brownish substance which deposited over the iron is basically what? Yes, what student it is? Rust. Yes, very good. So basically the brownish layer which forms over the iron when it is exposed to the air or water, so this layer forms, we generally call it as rusting. And you have seen that iron gates of parks or farmlands, iron benches kept in lawns and gardens, almost every article of iron kept in the open gets rusted. At home you must have seen shovels and spades getting rusted when exposed to the air, right students? And in the kitchen you also seen that when your mother put a wet iron pan often gets rusted if left, right? Yes, so rust is not iron. Yes, tell me student, rust is iron? Rusting is iron? Yes. No. Very good. Right answer students. Rusting is not an iron. It is a layer deposit over it. Very good. Student, what do you think? Is it a physical change or chemical change? Yes, it's a chemical change. Very good students. Now what about the setting of the curd? Is it a physical change or chemical? Yes, think students. Yes, it's a chemical change because milk cannot be curd cannot be reversed into the milk. How the curd form? Which bacteria is responsible for it? Do you know? Yes, lactobacillus is responsible for that, and it is a irreversible process. Yes, now student, if we think, how can we tell whether the change is chemical or not physical, right student? So first of the thing you have to think, there is a change in its color. If its color changes, then it is chemical change. And if energy is absorbed or released, so there is always what kind of process or change is? Chemical change. And if the smell also changes, right? If odor changes, sour milk smells different, and rotten egg smells different. And if sometimes gas or solid is produced, so this is also a evidence that a chemical process is going on. You have always seen that bubbles will form when there is a chemical change. Where have you seen the bubbles? Yes, in cold drinks you have seen bubbles na, so that is also a chemical change. Very right students. So these are some evidence of chemical changes where you can see that if there is a color change, so the change is what type of? It is chemical change. If its smell changes, then it is also a chemical change. If new matter is created, right, formation of new product is there, this is also a chemical change. Gas created or the formation of gas is also a what it is? Chemical change. Very right students. And if a chemical change is happening now, so what you feel? Sometimes heat or light created, right? When you burn candle, you will always see a flame. So flame is basically what? There is a heat or light released from that. So that type of changes are come under chemical changes, right students? So now I'm going to show you what type of evidences of chemical changes we have. I think this is understood to everybody. Now, if I say what are the difference between the evidence of chemical changes or physical changes, so here we have, in physical changes, basically a shape change. There is a change in its size or its state. No formation of the new product is there. But if we talk about chemical change, there is new product and there is release of gas and color changes, temperature also changes, there may be a fire or burning, release of light is there, odor changes is there. But in physical there is no odor change, right? So these are the some evidence by which you can distinguish or identify whether the change going around us is chemical or physical change. Now, this is one question in front of you all. If we made a bowl of jelly, what sort of a change it is? Option A is reversible. Option B is an irreversible change. Yes, students, please tell. Very right. So this type of change is irreversible change. Now, this is the homework for you. You have to find out whether this salt or water mixture is a physical change or chemical change. You have to find out. And you have to check whether the rusted nail is a chemical change or physical change. And you have to find out whether a rotting of a banana is a physical or chemical change. You have to explain these in your own wording and give reasons why this is a physical or chemical change. Apart from this, you have to find out among these picture which are the physical changes, like the cutting of apple is a physical or chemical change, burning of a, or we can say melting of a candle is a physical or chemical change. So you have to distinguish or identify which are the physical or chemical changes. And there is one activity for you in which you have to keep physical properties you have to write in colored A4 sheet, and chemical properties you have to write on the other hand, and you have to write its physical changes you feel around you in your home, at your school, and also the chemical changes you face around you during your whole day. You have to write, and it's up to you how you beautifully present it. Right, students? I hope everything is being clear to you what we have discussed today. Let's recapitulate whatever we have discussed. Yes, anybody can explain what we have discussed? Yes, very good. Yes, very right, students. So we have discussed about the chemical properties and what changes they go or what changes occurred in it, and we have distinguished what are the physical and chemical properties, what are their characteristics, how we will distinguish between these two. I hope everything is clear to you all. I hope and thank you so much for watching this video.